Good morning, Chris Warner and meteorologist Sam Lane with you in the KOAM Skywatch Weather Center. Here we are just after 12:30 in the morning. We have a number of severe thunderstorm warnings and a tornado warning that we are keeping an eye on this morning. We're going to begin with that tornado warning in Ottawa County. As you can see, this runs until 1 o'clock. We've got this area of circulation that is now just to the northeast of High Winds Casino, or just southwest of the Peoria area. We can take a look at that circulation area here, and that would be it right here, this yellow spot that we are taking a look at. This is one that we are keeping an eye on as it continues to roll off to the north and to the east at about 50 miles an hour. Additionally, we have severe thunderstorm warnings, which we want to touch on real quick, that include Cherokee County, all of eastern Cherokee County, Jasper County, Barton County, Newton, and McDonald counties as well. The severe thunderstorm warning that you see that's blinking is recently issued. This runs until 1 o'clock this morning. That is... my apologies, that's the wrong button, but we have that severe thunderstorm warning. We also have another one for southern Jasper, Newton, and McDonald counties that also runs until 1 o'clock in the morning. I wanted to check out the information on this newer severe thunderstorm warning. On this one as well, they are indicating that wind, of course, of 60 miles an hour greater is the greatest threat, but tornado possible still listed with that one, as we do have the possibility for some of those spin-up tornadoes. Sam, I'm going to let you take it from here on this tornado warning in Ottawa County.
Yeah, thanks, Chris. Just to the west of Seneca right now, south of Highway 10C, that's where this circulation is located right now, just to the north of Wyandotte, moving up towards between Peoria and Seneca. That's going to continue to move up towards the north and east, cross the state line, and that's going to move over along Highway 43, just to the west of Racine, south of Loma Linda. So you folks in western Newton County, you need to be moving to your place of safety right now. A warning is not in effect for your area right now officially, but based on the velocities, based on the location, and how fast these storms are moving, it's extremely important for folks in Newton County, especially western Newton County, south of the downstream casino, along Highway 43, on over towards Highway 86, west of 49 in western Newton County, to the north and east of Seneca. If you can pull that up just a little bit, Chris, right there, there's where the circulation is, right there along Highway 10C, west of Seneca, moving to the northeast. So if you live in Seneca, it's probably going to pass to your north, but you're going to still get extremely strong winds. In fact, Chris, we were getting reports of damage from winds out ahead of these storms in Carthage, in around Grand and Elm, 3 miles south of Carthage, trees being blown down, and also a utility pole at 4th and Ozark in Joplin was blown down, utility pole. So there is damage occurring across the metro area regardless of whether they're tornado caused, because the dynamics tonight is so strong with those winds aloft is so strong, and then the storms bring that momentum down to the surface, and as a result we're seeing these very strong winds. And then of course along the leading edge of these squall lines we get these little spin-ups that can spin up very quickly and produce tornado damage in a very short period of time. Again, tornado warning continues for Ottawa County. That's going to continue on up towards the north and east. So folks in western Newton County, you move to your place of safety right now. And Chris, back to you.
Yeah, Sam, it actually looks like they just dropped that tornado warning in Ottawa County. They've replaced it with a severe thunderstorm warning that you can see is blinking. You can see there's also an update to the other warning as well for Cherokee, southern Jasper, Newton, and McDonald County. So let's begin in Ottawa County. The new severe thunderstorm warning there is going until 1 o'clock in the morning. I want to make sure that we are getting the right information here for you. It continues until 1 o'clock in the morning. It does replace that tornado warning. Now, we are continuing to monitor these severe thunderstorms as they roll through the area, and then we still have the severe thunderstorm warnings for southeastern Cherokee County, southern Jasper, Newton, and McDonald counties. And the update here is now reporting that they've got 70-mile-an-hour winds that have been observed with these particular storms as they continue to roll on off to the northeast at about they're now moving at about 60 miles an hour as they roll off to the northeast across the area. So again, the tornado warning for Ottawa County has been let go. Let's switch back over here to radar, and you can see where these warnings are. We've got southeastern Crawford County, southern Barton, all of Jasper, most of the eastern half of Cherokee County, Newton, McDonald counties, as well as a good chunk of Ottawa and Delaware counties under severe thunderstorm warnings at this time.
And let's not forget our friends and folks down in Benton County in northwestern Arkansas, severe thunderstorm rolling through that area as well, and that warning goes until 1:15. And then let's take a look at the velocities on that near Siloam Springs, because it looks like the storms there near Siloam Springs are getting a little bit out of hand as well as far as the velocities go. I'm going to go over to the wall and show you what's going on with that. If you can, bring it back over to the wall, and we're going to look at these winds moving through into western Benton County now. If you live in Siloam Springs, the winds are definitely blowing at a strong rate of speed. We're going to continue to watch this as it continues to move off towards the east, northeast into Benton County. But right now, the spearhead is going through Siloam Springs. That's going to go right along Highway Arkansas 68, east along 412, over towards Springdale, and then eventually up towards probably just north of the 412 there and south of Highway 12 in that area in Benton County. That's where the strongest winds are right now. And of course, when you have these kind of strong winds along the leading edge of a squall line, we always have to be concerned about the possibility of a rotation forming in a very quick manner. Imagine yourself in a pool of water, and when you move your hand through the water, you get these little eddies that form along the outside edge. And that's what we're seeing. We're seeing the thrust of these winds like this, and so we always have to be concerned about what we call a bookend vortice that tries to form along the northern edge and also sometimes the southern edge. So this is what we're looking at moving into western Benton County right now. And of course, severe thunderstorm warning continues for that area until 1:15. So everyone along this line, and let's zoom in on this area right here, getting ready to move into. Now the tornado warning has been canceled, which is good, but still very strong winds are now moving into Seneca, up a little bit right there. Right in here near Seneca, between Peoria and Seneca on Highway 43, that's where the center of this rotation is. Not strong enough to continue the tornado warning according to the National Weather Service. But folks there in western Newton County, just be aware that that circulation is moving in your general area and could easily produce a tornado at any time. So be prepared to move to your safe spot in a moment's notice, or if threatening weather approaches. Don't wait for the warning. If threatening weather approaches, just go ahead and move to your safe spot. Chris?
Yeah, we've got, as Sam mentioned, we do have this line of severe thunderstorms rolling through the area this morning. So we do have a number of severe thunderstorm warnings out there for southeastern Crawford County, southern Barton, Jasper, eastern Cherokee, Newton, McDonald, Ottawa, and Delaware counties. We are looking at some information. We've got a report now of winds putting up about 55-mile-an-hour wind gusts in Miami with the storm moving into Galena and southeastern Joplin right now. So that's what we're dealing with. The main threat with this whole system is the winds as they continue to roll on off to the northeast at a very quick pace. Some of the stronger storms, of course, still down around the Seneca area and south of downstream Casino associated with this line. And we're not forgetting about Pittsburgh. You've got another big thunderstorm starting to roll into your area. And you've also got that severe thunderstorm warning until 1:15 this morning, as well as these continue to move on off to the east and northeast at a very quick pace for that matter. Now, each of these severe thunderstorm warnings, one of the key things is they still do mention that a tornado is possible. It's what Sam was talking about. With these gusty winds, we could get a spin up out of these.
And it could happen in just a moment, just a few moments.
Yes, absolutely. Let's see. These are moving to the northeast at 65. So if we
65 miles per hour. That's how strong that's how fast these storms are moving through.
So we can take a quick look, even just at this line just outside of Pittsburgh, just moving into Pittsburgh, moving off at 65 miles an hour to the northeast. That'll put it in Jasper by about 110, Lamar at 114, Golden City by 126, Lockwood at 137, Greenfield 145, and Rock Prairie at 158. So Lamar and Jasper, and of course Pittsburgh, which it's moving into the Pittsburgh area right now, those are the immediate areas under that severe thunderstorm warning. Then we take a look down here to the south at this other batch of severe thunderstorms, and again that runs until 1:15 as well, and these are observed wind gusts of 70 miles an hour or greater, and these are also moving to the north and to the east at 65. So we put a line on this and push it off to the north and to the east at 65. That's going to put it near Mercy Hospital here in about the next 5 or 6 minutes. Neosho at 102, Crowder College right after, Sarcoxy 116, Pierce City at 133, Monette 138, Verona 148, and if they hold together, it'll be out by Marionville just after 2 o'clock this morning. So,
You know, we had damage earlier this evening. I don't know if our meteorologist, Chloe, is with us. Chloe, are you able to hear us?
Yes, I can hear you guys. Can you hear me?
Is she on the line? Is she on the
yeah,
phone?
we can.
Okay. Earlier this evening, our meteorologist Chloe Aurora, who has worked with us here in the weather department over the last few weeks, her apartment building was actually damaged by the tornado down in Norman, Oklahoma, and she's on the line with us now. I'll let you talk to her since you've got the IFB on, and tell us exactly what happened and what you're seeing there, Chloe.
Yeah, so I live in Norman, Oklahoma, and my apartment complex actually just got a lot of damage. It got hit directly by the tornado that was on the ground, and it came through really, really fast. It all happened very fast, and luckily we weren't there when it happened, but our apartment's flooded. The siding is gone. The roof is gone as well. The fence is nowhere to be found. There's also some furniture around the parking lot as well. So we're still trying to pick up from the damage. There's also some power outages in the Norman region. We also have some power lines down, snapped in half, quite a few of them. And we also have a lot of tree damage. So a lot has been done based off of just this one straight fast storm. It really went through really, really fast. And I know it's pretty much the same for you guys as well.
Yeah, the storms here definitely moving very quickly. So do you have any idea yet onto how long the track was on this particular tornado that went through Norman overnight?
Yeah, it actually stayed on the ground for quite a while. It went all the way through Cleveland County, which is a decent-sized county, and even extended even past Norman, just riding along south of I-44 for a while. It lasted for a good 30 minutes or so. And the debris signature on it was pretty significant, so there was a lot of damage along with it.
Okay, well, Chloe, we're very glad that you're safe at this point.
Yeah, and
Hopefully
she's going to be sending us pictures and video of what she experienced there when the storm went through Norman.
Yeah.
And that's the same cell that's now moving through the southwestern part of Missouri right now. That storm has had a track and has a history of producing tornadoes along the way, all the way from southwestern Oklahoma through Norman, up through around the Okemah area. Then it moved up into the Pryor area and now is moving into southwestern Missouri. Fortunately, it's weakening at the moment, so we're not really concerned about a big-time tornado. That's good. We're just concerned about these strong winds. In fact, we just had a report of 58-mile-an-hour winds reported at Chanute when the storms went through there. So we're looking at winds of around 60 miles per hour as these storms roll through, and of course that can do damage similar to a very small tornado.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, Chloe, thanks so much. I know we're going to be hearing from you through the morning and on the KOAM Morning News. And stay safe out there while you're picking up the pieces, and just stay safe and keep us updated on what happens.
Yes, of course, you as well.
All right, thank you, Chloe. So just a quick reminder on our end here. So we have a number, again, of severe thunderstorm warnings. You can see where the strongest of storms are. We've got southeastern Crawford County, southern Barton County, Jasper, Newton, McDonald counties, most of Ottawa County, and Delaware County, as well as Benton County. You can see a really, really good storm down there in Benton County right now.
In fact, a tornado warning has been issued for a storm further to the south outside of a viewing area in the Fort Smith area. So the severe weather continues not only for our area but also down to the south. This storm moving into western Benton County has a classic spearhead look to it, and that's where the winds are really focusing right there just to the north of 412, approaching the area between Bentonville and Springdale there in northwest Arkansas. So our friends down there, you're under the gun for the next several minutes as long as this storm is off to your west and as long as the warning, of course, continues until 1:15 this morning.
Yeah, so we'll continue to monitor that. We still have this cell here now just to the west of Neosho, impacting Seneca, starting to move out of Seneca. And the other thing to keep in mind, too, is these storms are moving very quickly.
Yeah.